come out there. No doubt. This one is going to come down again. The 288, they just been having all the trouble.
And we're live and not ready,
right.
like always, boys.
We
are live.
No, what's not ready?
Nothing.
Everything's ready to me.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, what's not ready?
Episode 4.
Yeah, we're back.
Welcome back, everybody.
Sonoma,
Sonoma, the left, the
Infineon,
right, the
Sears Point,
Infineon Raceway.
I think we're out of names.
Yeah. Well, welcome everybody that's watching. I know we probably got like 10 viewers or something so far. It's pretty solid for us, honestly.
That's what's up. Who we got in chat? We got Austin. Austin's back.
Austin's here.
Austin's back.
Anybody in
what's up,
chat?
Where's Robert?
Robert said he has things to do.
I think he said he wasn't going to be home.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't looked in the Discord today.
I was going to put it on behind me, but I don't know what my YouTube's doing on the TV.
So just off the top, we don't have to get into anything, but Sonoma, Kyle Larson has now won 2 in a row.
He's won six out of the last 8 stages.
Yeah. So, yeah.
When's the last stage he didn't lose? He didn't win. I know it was last week.
One of the
first
stages
stage.
of the 600.
Okay.
One of the stages of the 600. He because yeah, I don't remember which one it was. Second stage, I don't think he won.
Well,
But anyway, yeah, he's on a roll.
Some jams
He's killing
here.
them.
Can you guys hear us? I messed around with the settings and stuff. I don't remember if I broke everything or not. I might just pull it up actually, just to make sure. Hold on, pulling it up. If you hear doubles here.
Second stage, I don't think he won. Well,
anyway. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're good. He swept all the
everything sounds
stages
good.
in the
I was just
600.
Wait,
Wasn't
no.
it Coda? Wasn't it Coda that he didn't win? That was
Yeah,
like his stage he didn't win.
I thought he didn't win one in the 600 though.
He didn't win one in the 600 because I remember I was doing the Fox Super 6 and I was saying that
there was 4 stages.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Larson's on a roll. Larson's killing him. That's pretty much what we were getting at there with that point.
Yeah. Austin says, if you had to get rid of one popular track, what would it be?
What are
what's
popular
Texas. Where we're going next?
Texas
Yeah,
is gone.
since they
Texas is gone.
Since they did that to 1 and 2, yeah, they need to. I just don't know why they flatten it out like that.
Dylan says he swept the past 2 weeks. Maybe we should double check this.
Maybe. I don't know. I know he's won the last 2 weeks, but all the stages? He didn't win all the stages of the 600. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna confirm it or unconfirm it.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
I feel like we had some Larson fans in the chat that were saying he swept stages 2 weeks in a row. But I don't know.
What'd y'all think of the race this past weekend? Everybody enjoyed it?
I missed most of it. I had a family reunion, but I got to see a good chunk of the end and went back and watched the highlights, but I didn't miss too much. And the finish was, Larson had to win that race like 4 times.
Yeah, all the restarts at the end. I
Yeah,
thought something was going to happen, but he still got it.
Yeah, Larson won every stage. What race did we watch?
I don't know. I think I took at least 3 naps
We must
in
be
that
thinking
race.
about.
Yeah, that might have been what it was. It might have been the fact that I did fall asleep a couple times in the middle of that
I
race.
slept through half of the Indy 500 too that week. So
Yeah. No, I think I watched all the Indy 500.
I slept from lap 100 to lap 190.
I don't know
Yeah, he
what
said,
race
"I'll be
I
right
watched.
back."
What was wrong with me? Well, all right.
Oh yeah, I was like, I'll be right back, and then I came back on. Or Cody called me on that 190. He's like, "This is getting wild. You need to come in here." I came in there and what's his name?
Haley.
Daly.
Connor Daly.
Yeah, Connor Daly. I almost said Carson Daly. Connor Daly was not in the lead anymore. He wasn't even in the top 20. Anyway,
Yeah,
that was 2 weeks
He
ago.
got wrecked. or ran out of gas or got wrecked. I can't remember. Something happened to him. No, he hit the tire.
Yeah.
The dude that hit the wall, his tire came off, and then he hit his tire. And
Oh yeah.
messed up his car. Yeah, that sucked. I was pulling for him too.
Did we determine a Chick-fil-A? They just closed our Chick-fil-A for 2 months. Our Chick-fil-A
I was
is
about to say what?
top 5 busiest in America. They closed it for 2 months for renovations. So like, regular drive-through is a loop around the building. This Chick-fil-A is so busy.
Not at our Chick-fil-A.
This Chick-fil-A
It's gonna
is
have
so busy. It goes once, twice, 3 times, and they have like traffic signalers and like
Yeah, we have
policemen.
I think,
like,
I think a lot of Chick-fil-A's have it because our Chick-fil-A is.
We don't have
bonkers.
one.
It's,
So.
I mean, I'm in the third largest city, second to third largest city in Georgia, so we have like our Chick-fil-A is crazy. But our people are on top of it, dude. Like we have
yeah,
one of the best. Like I mean,
They're
I'm
so
sure Chick-fil-A is
fast.
like that everywhere. Like that's just how Chick-fil-A is. But like ours is like Bradley Park Chick-fil-A, dude. Shout out, like y'all are awesome. They're on top of it.
that
They
must be
kill
a
it every
thing.
day.
That must be a thing that they say
Yeah,
about
like,
a
they're
lot
on
of
top of
Chick-fil-A's
it.
because you see the triple loop around the building here, and nobody. They're like, we'll be out in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I
I don't
mean-
even do that anymore. I haven't been through a drive-through in like I don't even know how long. I do the curbside now. I just order ahead of time, pull up, hit the parking space
Well,
number.
I think that's what they're renovating on ours because
Yeah,
you can't even get
it's
to the
way better.
curbside. You can't even get to the places. You can't even get in the parking spots to go inside.
We don't even have curbside anymore.
They actually had
for anything.
the Chick-fil-A curbside thing. I think they probably do need more space because our Chick-fil-A curbside is in our bowling alley parking lot. So I think they like lease some of the parking lot space from them to do that.
Listen, breaking news: you guys donated to the Cody Mike Foundation, and as you can tell, he's got a mic on his head and he's not talking through his phone speaker.
I'm not
this
We
week.
can hear
Speakerphone
him.
no
We can
more.
hear him cutting out every other word. You can hear him crystal clear.
Definitely,
Wonderful. It's
definitely
nice. It's
did
great
not
upgrade.
just solve this 2 hours ago.
Shout out to Beast Slayer for that donation because it definitely went to his microphone.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Austin says, "What is this conversation? We're talking about Chick-fil-A."
We got off.
Brad
We're talking
had a
about the most
Chick-fil-A.
efficient, the most efficient Chick-fil-A in America.
Is
This is not an endorsement, but if you would like to endorse us,
Do you guys have fast Chick-fil-A's where you live? Austin, do you have fast Chick-fil-A?
First of all,
Tofi KB?
do you have Chick-fil-A?
He probably has
Did I
Chick-fil-A.
just hit my camera? I just
To-
think I just moved.
Tofi KB, is that how you pronounce that? He says, you guys think Kyle Busch is back?
I don't know if he ever left. He ran good at Coda. He ran
Dale's
what
back.
top 5 at the Coke 600. Then he
Dale's
ran.
back.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced of anything yet until he starts.
All it is that I mean, when you go to the same thing that we saw at Richmond and all the other short tracks and stuff. Whenever you get to these tracks where downforce isn't really an issue, I mean, the Gibbs cars start to show up a lot more, and it's just the Hendrick has the downforce numbers, which I know it's not a huge deal this weekend, but I think just that little bit. I mean, Larson and Chase are already probably the best road racers some of the best road racers we have in the series. So I think that on top of being in the best equipped, not much, but that probably helped them out a lot this weekend. But I think Kyle, like I said, I think all those guys are probably going to be okay once they just, I mean, they're just a tick off.
Yeah, like Kyle Busch said, we just need practice. I think Hendrick would still be good, but I think if we had practice, there wouldn't be such a big
I
gap.
don't think that'd be because last year, I mean, same thing last year, but Gibbs was, I mean, Hendrick didn't really come on until like midway or so last year. Like they didn't really come on strong, and even Chase was decent during the middle of the year. I don't even think Chase was a championship winning car until probably right before the playoffs or when the playoffs started. So, I mean, the Gibbs cars, that's what everybody acts like. Oh my God, the Chevrolets, they're so good. We got to do something. Like what? Where was everybody up in arms about the Toyotas and the Fords for the last 3 years while the Chevrolets have been running 20th? Where was everybody up in arms about that? Like we were back here, every Chevrolet, all the Chevrolet cars were back there like struggling to death, and nobody cared then. They were just, forget them. And now it's, well, we got to do something about these Chevrolets. This ain't right. They done won 3 races this year. We got to do something. I think.
Man, it's not really the Chevrolets. I mean, you look at the JTG Doherty cars; they're not doing the same things Hendrick's doing.
Well,
I mean, the RCR.
Yeah, it's RCR. It's the RCR and Hendrick Engine Alliance, because right at the end of last year, or it was last year, is when Hendrick started getting engines from RCR. And RCR was already kind of on an uptick, and I think that was kind of like the final piece that Hendrick needed to get them where they needed to be. And I think now it's really showing on both ends. I think RCR is benefiting from it too, because Dylan and Reddick have been running really well.
Austin says this Chick-fil-A is slow. Impact. It's like Joey Gase levels of slow.
Oh no!
Don't do Joey like that.
Dylan says, shout out to you guys for bringing some excitement to work. Glad to be tuned in. Thanks, Dylan.
Thanks, Dylan.
We're glad you're
Yeah.
tuned in.
Thank you, Dylan.
I need to post the Discord in the chat.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Once y'all start a random topic here in a second, I'll do that.
We'll go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead and start talking about Suarez and Michael McDowell
Yeah,
going at
that's what I was
it
about to bring
again.
Yeah.
Again.
Because I saw that at the end of the race, and I was like, dang, Michael McDowell's having a good run. I hate that for him. But then
Discord.
Suarez came
Yeah.
out, what was that, yesterday? He posted on Twitter.
Yeah. So we're going to go just to preface what we're talking about. Suarez and McDowell had another got tangled up there. So for all that we saw on TV was at the in the paperclip last corner, turn 11, Suarez dumped McDowell, and that was really all that you saw on the TV broadcast. Didn't really hear anything else about it. And if you remember, Suarez and McDowell had issues. Was it qualifying? Was it when we had the multiple rounds of qualifying or whatever? I think McDowell pulled out in front of him, or vice versa, or something. But Suarez went down there to talk to McDowell. McDowell grabbed him by the throat, and Suarez threw him on the ground and stood over him, and stared at him. It was pretty cool. So anyway, fast forward to this weekend. All we saw was Suarez wreck McDowell. So then, like Cody was talking about, Suarez posted a video, the blurriest video I've ever seen in my entire life. Dash cam. I don't remember what car it was. It was a few cars back from them, and you can actually see McDowell.
Brad, you're
running, but
I'm on that one.
Oh, you're good.
but we go.
It froze for a second. You're good.
So
Yeah.
he McDowell pretty much just ran Suarez clean off the track in the carousel, and so then that's why Suarez got him back in the last corner. But of course we didn't see the first part on TV. But so yeah, so there's been that exchange on Twitter. Suarez posting his side of the story. I wish they would have went fault or something. That would have been better than posting blurry videos on
Yeah.
Twitter. But
McDowell, he was kind of holding everybody up right there.
This
Bowman
video-
barely got knocked.
Yeah, sorry. This video I'm showing right now is actually a lot clearer than
Yeah,
the video on Twitter.
NASCAR posted a video earlier today. of this.
Anyway, what were you saying?
That McDowell, he was holding them up and blocking people, and then there he is running Suarez off.
yeah. So he just ran Suarez just clear off the track. I mean, Suarez did a really good job of getting
'Cause
it gathered back up.
McDowell gets knocked off the track somewhere up here.
Yeah,
And then comes back.
McDowell just got. I'm a little bit ahead of Brad and Cody, but McDowell just got knocked off the track by Bowman. They're coming down the straightaway to turn 11, the final turn. Blaney goes to his inside, and Suarez just absolutely sends it. All these ads pop up, so you can't see anything, and Suarez completely takes him out. Man, he absolutely sent it in there.
I mean,
Austin, that's what I'm saying.
I'll be 100% honest, man. I'm not a big Michael McDowell fan.
I mean, I'm not either.
He's he's kind of.
I mean, I don't not like him. I
don't really care for him. I've never really liked his attitude, especially with all the manufacturer stuff and all that stuff. He's made a lot of just weird comments. Him and Joey kind of had a small weird beef there over
Yeah, I remember
the
that
plate
after
racing
the
stuff.
500, not this
Yeah.
500, but a couple years
Not this
ago.
500, yeah, before, yeah, about him not going with him or whatever.
Saints
Just-
NASCAR
I'm
fan
not-
says NASCAR. Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Jameis Winston went and talked to somebody today. I was watching that on my local news. I won't get to that, but he reminded me of the Saints, obviously. How long is McDowell?
Chip
I want Chick-fil-A to sponsor McDowell.
Chip
Why?
Robinson says all Chick-fil-A's are fast. Tofi, he asked, who's your guys' pick for the All-Star race and Nashville? The All-Star race? Oh man.
A Hendrick car? I
Yeah.
don't know which one.
I mean, I want to say Hendrick Carr, but I don't want to go with the obvious. So I want to.
I'm just gonna pick Kyle Busch. I'm just gonna pick Kyle Busch because I think that Kyle Busch is gonna win a race, but I feel like it's gonna be a meaningless race because he tends to do that. I don't know why, but he wins a lot of those exhibition races, and I think he's gonna get it done in the All-Star race. If not him, then Larson.
How long have they been racing on the new Texas, the reconfigured Texas? Been like 2 or 3 years now?
It's 2 or 3, yeah.
So Larson hasn't really raced there that much. Because he didn't race there last year. He was already gone. He was already gone by that time last year, right?
I'm not sure.
I'm just trying to think because they're not gonna have practice for that, right?
For the All-Star race?
Yeah. I wouldn't think. Yeah.
It just at Nashville. Also,
yeah, so I'm just thinking for the All-Star race. I'm just trying to think for the All-Star race. I wouldn't imagine. Larson's not got a lot of experience there, but then again, the cars are bad fast, and they got all the data and sim and all that stuff, so it's going to be hard to go against Larson.
Hey, thanks Vic Gainey for subscribing. Appreciate it, buddy.
Shout out. We appreciate it.
Brad, do you remember the last Xfinity race at Nashville? What year it was?
No.
Because Austin was asking how does it race, and I can't remember. I remember Kyle Busch winning there and then breaking the guitar in victory lane.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was done. That was like 2009 or 10 or something.
Especially now.
Yeah, but they'll be getting one after this race too.
They're doing the guitar thing again?
Yeah, they're doing a trophy and they get a guitar. So.
Are they paint? I know it's not sandbass, but they paint it.
I don't know. I didn't even think about that. The sandbass one.
Yeah. That was why everybody was pissed off because it was a sandbass painted guitar.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was the dumbest thing you could have ever done. They could have went and got you a prop guitar, dude. Just another reason. Was that in your Why Everybody Hates Kyle Busch video?
Yes, it was.
Okay, good. 'Cause that was part of the reason I hated Kyle Busch before he ever touched Dale Jr.
That aggravated my grandparents too, watching him break the guitar.
This is Nashville on the screen for everybody watching. This is what it looks like. It's similar to Dover. This is like 15 years ago, so it's changed quite a bit. But
I mean, it's just super flat. It's a really flat oval. I kind of liken it to maybe like a Kentucky, but probably a little flatter still in concrete.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to compare it to like old Vegas, old Miami, but like again, like, if you don't remember Nashville, then you probably don't remember those tracks either.
I've got the 2004 race up.
Isn't
Nashville where that prayer was, the famous prayer was?
Yeah,
yes. And so that was another huge controversy. I'm glad you brought that up. That was another giant controversy. So, of course, the first thing that everybody thought about when they brought this race back, when they announced Nashville, was, oh, you got to go get, I just forgot his name.
That preacher.
Blank. Yeah, Pastor, is it Joe? No, I want to make sure I get his name right. I have him on Twitter.
I'll know when you say it.
It's like Joe Lewis, but.
We got into
Mikey, all right.
Yeah, I hope it races good. I wish they were running low down for us there,
though. You looking up his name right now?
Yes, I've got it. Joe Nelms. Joe Nelms. That's his name.
Robbie
Pastor Joe
Gordon.
Nelms. He in 2011 was the one that had the boogity 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 amen.
Amen.
Thanked God for his smoking hot wife and his kids and all that.
Thank you for the
awesome.
Fords and the Chevrolets.
Yeah, the R07 engines. Yeah, that was probably, that was no doubt the best command that, or the best invocation we've ever had. Yeah. And so that was the big controversy whenever they announced the race. They said that all the fans, first thing fans said on Twitter. I was also one of those people's first guy I thought of was Joe Nelms. And so I went on Twitter and was looking around, and everybody was like saying, "Oh, they got to go get this guy. They've got to go get this guy and bring him back. Like that's the only way this is going to be right, especially for a Cup race, and you get that invocation on TV.
Yeah.
That'd be great." And So of course, I tweeted something about him. I tagged him in it. He liked the tweet. A bunch of people were saying stuff, and come to find out, he posted on a Facebook post, and somebody had screenshot it and put it on Twitter, where he said that NASCAR let him know that his services were not going to be needed for this weekend, and for the race weekend.
Yeah.
And he was disappointed, and I believe what it boils down to, from what I could tell, it looks like he's probably just a little too bold on his politics, on his social medias and stuff like that. And from what I could tell, not saying he's right or wrong about anything, just saying it looks like he might be a little outspoken about some things. And I don't think that's really what NASCAR was looking for, especially kind of the direction they're going in right now. So I think I hate it. I wish we could have got him at the racetrack. I think he would have liked to have been there. He's a really big NASCAR fan too. Like was one thing I saw looking at his Twitter. Like he's been into NASCAR. I mean, he's into NASCAR. Like he's a NASCAR fan outside of everything else. Like even before the whole Nashville deal and the invocation. Like he's a huge racing fan. So it would have been cool to have him there. It would have been cool to have him on the for the broadcast. But it's what it is.
Well, that would have been awesome if he came back.
Yeah, it would have been nice. Let's see. Let's go into our next thing. Like I said, I had a couple other things I wanted to touch on here. Oh, this comes up every time we go to a road course. Do we need stages at road courses?
No.
Okay, the obvious answer is no. Thank you.
At least no yellows. I mean, if you want to still have the stages, yeah, but no yellow.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, just don't throw the yellow.
It ruins it.
I don't think we need stages anywhere.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of
doing
a yellow flag at the halfway lap, and I think that's how it should be. I don't like. I mean, I don't hate the stages.
Strategy that way.
Yeah, I don't hate stages, but like it feels kind of weird, especially the situation like pitting before the stage and like.
Yeah.
So that's what ruins it at road courses. Any of these tracks, Pocono, any of these tracks where you can pit before the yellow and not lose a lap. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And I mean, any road course. I mean, there's, like you said, there's no reason we should be throwing a yellow at a road course. And then another thing about, speaking of yellows at road courses, I mean, do local cautions? Are we not going to at least try local cautions in NASCAR? I mean, there were just some spins, like some single car spins that, like, as soon as they spun out, they just threw the flag, and
especially
they're not going to be back for 2 minutes. Like, let them get it refired and get going. I don't know. That was one thing that bugged me, and just I thought about that when we were talking about yellows, but yeah, I don't think we need stage breaks. I don't think we need that. And that was another thing too about the 600. The 600 feels so weird now. It just feels like 4 100 lap races.
Yeah, I was thinking
like it literally feels, and you pit at lap 50. Like every car pit at lap 50 of the 600, and lap 50 of each stage. So like 50 laps in the stage, you just split the 100 laps in half and you pit, and that's the strategy. Like that's it. There was no strategy. And you just you've lost that element. That was one of the things that I complained about when they brought out stage racing, was that you're going to lose the strategy part, and yeah.
Emily says, Emily Fravel, I don't know. Correct me. Knowing the playoffs, Larson will win like 13 races and not even make the final 4. Yeah, I guess Harvick did the same thing.
Possible.
Yeah.
Harvick did the same thing.
I don't know. There's a lot of mile and a half in the playoffs, especially towards the final 4.
Yeah, and the cutoff race for the actual chase is Daytona, ain't it?
Yeah.
Or is it? Okay. That's going to be wild.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. How do y'all feel on Matty D? I feel like Matty D is going to be in the 2 car next year.
We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be in the 2 car, man.
Well, breaking news this morning was
I saw we posted
out, and a lead engineer at Penske is now going over to be his crew chief for the remainder of the season, which is typical what a lot of these teams do towards the end of the season. When a driver is getting ready to move somewhere, you go ahead and start moving parts and pieces around and getting that in set in stone, and getting the relationships built
working
next season. Yeah, getting it going. So I think today was a pretty big indicator that's probably on the horizon sooner than later.
I think somebody else deserves the 2 car. I don't dislike Matty D or anything. I don't think he needs to be in the 2 car.
I don't feel like Matty D's done enough.
He hadn't really. Yeah, he hasn't really done enough.
So outside of Austin Cindric, who would y'all put in there? If we've already got Cindric in the 21, who would you put in the 2 car?
That exactly. I can't think of
Yeah,
nobody.
exactly.
Well, yeah,
Because
I
they
know,
don't have
but I
anybody else.
still, I don't
They
think
don't
it
have
should be
anybody else.
the Benedetto. Like that's like reaching out there.
I don't think it's that bad.
I mean, if we're talking
I think Matt's
about
shown what he can do.
who's better than Matt DiBenedetto and who would I put in the car, we're talking about who would we put in the 2 car?
It's in the pipeline.
I could say
It's
something
in
right
the
now, but
pipeline.
everybody
What do you
say
mean
that.
in the pipeline? Like,
That's in the Penske pipeline, in the Ford pipeline.
why does it have to be like that?
Because that's how this works now.
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, that's how this works now. You have a farm system and you farm your drivers.
Oh,
through
that's what I'm talking about.
Arco
Also,
trucks, Xfinity. I mean, put Stenhouse in the 2. That's the only other one that
that's what I was gonna say, but I was just being
about. We heard that Roger Penske is a big Ricky Stenhouse fan, and Stenhouse is one of those drivers that is not really a Chevy driver. He's Team Chevy right now.
He's just a race
but
car driver.
He's been Ford. Yeah, he's going to go race whoever wants to give him a contract. So, I mean, that's one of the guys. He doesn't have a tie to a manufacturer. A lot of these guys now, all these young guys have ties to manufacturers. John Hunter
Yeah.
is Toyota. Noah, as far as we know, from what we can tell, looks like he's going to be Chevrolet.
Stenhouse has a lot of
Toyota.
sponsor.
Gibbs going to be Toyota.
Stenhouse
Yeah, like
has a lot of
Sonny D
sponsorship
followed
that
him.
follows him.
Yeah, it's got NOS. NOS is going anywhere he
Energy.
goes. So
I mean, NOS
Sonny D.
Energy literally left Kyle Busch.
it's a personal sponsor. Like they sponsor his dirt team and everything.
So I actually learned with the Kyle Busch thing. Kyle was they kind of were throwing. They would just give Kyle like whatever they wanted him to run that year, like because between NOS, Coca-Cola owns NOS and Monster, I believe, and they were just kind of going back and forth, like trying to figure out what works with Kyle, and I think that's why they ended up taking NOS away and giving him Monster.
Well, now he
he
doesn't even have Monster now. It's his own energy drink. Kurt has.
Yeah. Well, that was another thing too. He said when he was with Monster, I don't know where I heard this. Was in one of the other interviews he's done lately. He was talking about that when he was with Monster that they brought up, like they had a marketing meeting or whatever with the Monster people, and they said that like Rowdy Energy. He said the Monster guy, like he saw the way he thought, like the way that he looked when he heard that, and was like, that sounds like a good name. And then Kyle said he kind of he always remembered that, and remembered like one day that guy saying that, and Kyle decided to finally run with it and make it happen. And it seems like it's working out pretty well. I've heard some really good things about that. I've heard some people say that it's actually really good.
I've never seen him around here. I don't think they're going to be around here.
Stores too. I think him and Marcus Lemonis just got a little deal or something. I think Marcus just invested a lot of money into the company, I think, and to try and get it in more stores.
All right.
But I haven't tried it yet either.
We had a poll earlier on the channel. It's who's the most underrated NASCAR driver? We had 4 options, just 4 random options. Daniel Suarez, Matt DiBenedetto, Christopher Bell, or Chris Buescher. And Daniel Suarez led that vote with 28% over Matt DiBenedetto, 24%. Chris Buescher 20%, and Christopher Bell 14%. Other had 13%. This is with about 400 votes. There's other people. People were suggesting in the comments. You got Austin Dillon, Stenhouse, Ryan Preece, Kurt Busch, Eric Jones, Ross Chastain.
I don't think Kurt Busch is underrated.
Yeah,
I think Kurt Busch
I don't think so.
I think Kurt Busch
he's
is properly rated. He's a champion. I mean,
I think he's set his foot, so he's.
I mean, Kurt Busch is one of the best that on the racetrack.
He was the last person Dale Sr. flipped off. So.
That's not really what I was going for.
No, I know, but I was just thinking about his career. His first.
I mean, Kurt Busch is just. I think Kurt Busch is properly rated. I don't think anybody really doesn't give Kurt Busch the credit he deserves.
Yeah, I don't think he's underrated. He's underappreciated, I feel like.
Underappreciated, absolutely. Underrated, no.
Well, I feel like NASCAR, this might be oversimplifying it, but he had a lot of problems, but I feel like they tried to push him out of the sport multiple times, and he was just so good, he wouldn't let it happen. Because no matter what car he got in, he always ran well. Kurt's
worked on himself a lot ever since he's come into the sport. I mean, from where he started out, being a
He was
just
a
complete
hothead.
jackass. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was a big hothead back in the early days, and I mean, even going back, what 2016. I mean, even coming to now, I mean, I think he's cooled off a lot. I mean, maybe not on the radio 100%, but he's much better in interviews and pit road interactions and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm way
Um,
better with the media than
if
he
I
used to
was
be.
voting on that, I didn't get the chance to vote on the poll, but if I was going to vote on that poll, I would have probably went with Busher.
Yeah, with the
Like,
top four you said, I was going to either go with Busher or Suarez.
Right
yeah.
as we were talking about it, somebody left a comment. Reed Diaga. He says, as a truly underrated driver and not as an underdog, Eric Almirola. And he goes through a very long paragraph about all the things that Eric does
Where are
week
you
in and
getting?
week out.
Are these on Discord?
No, this is on the YouTube community tab.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
okay, okay. I was gonna say I wasn't seeing that in chat.
So he thinks Eric Almirola, not the biggest underdog, but the biggest underrated driver.
I don't know if I'd.
I feel like Ambrose overrated, but that's
I
just
do too. I mean, he's been around for a while and he still hadn't done anything. I mean, I can remember when Denny Hamlin came and took his ride in the middle of a Busch Series race
Yeah,
over
that
10
was
years ago.
wild.
Like, that's the most famous thing
we
he's
We got
famous.
somebody in chat. We got Cameron in chat says Suarez deserves it, and I just want to take a second. Shout out to Cameron Hearn in chat. My boy just had a baby this morning. Congratulations. Well, you didn't have a baby, but his wife had a baby. Congrats to Cameron and Ashley.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Hey,
Congratulations.
congrats,
Shout
Cameron. Get your kid to subscribe as soon as possible, please.
Hey, let's get him.
I don't know if you see this.
I think it's a girl. Let's get Olivia a YouTube account.
Last week we had 5,000, and you see we're sitting at 5,120 right now. So those are about 10 subscriber increments. So we
Hey,
appreciate
120
it.
though in a week. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What else we got?
See, I don't know. I guess we could touch on the Xfinity race. That kid Ty Gibbs again.
Yeah.
Just out there.
Oh, yeah.
whooping
Yeah,
'em.
speaking of Xfinity real quick,
Whooping 'em.
Austin says, put Stenhouse in the 2. Emily says, why though? He said he's putting the 47 in the top 15 every week. Emily says he does have 2 Xfinity titles.
Yeah, he was putting in the top 15, but the last few weeks they've kind of fallen off. And he said that they were going away from stuff they were doing earlier in the year, but they're going to go back to it because it wasn't.
Feels like he's
Going
had a
back
lot
to
of
what
bad luck too, though.
that
A lot
too,
of
yeah.
bad luck. I mean, that I don't
Like
know.
you blow out
the
right front this
stuff
week.
with the tire, yeah, this weekend and pounding the wall like he did. I don't know. He had trouble last week at the 600 too, didn't he?
Yeah, he's had trouble like the last
Yeah.
3 or 4 weeks.
I think
So
they'll be all right. I think they can get that turned around.
Xfinity race. You want to
Ty
run through
Gibbs?
that?
I mean, Ty Gibbs ran through it.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, that kid is just. He at this point he's making it hard to want to put him in Xfinity for a full year. But I mean, you're gonna have to run him 1 year in Xfinity. But
Yeah.
the kid's got it. The kid's got it. Not a lot of people get in that. I mean, you see Kyle gets in that 18 car and wins, but if it's not Kyle, a lot of these kids don't really get in that car and dominate like that.
And the other Gibbs cars, I mean, they can't keep up with. I mean, Harrison.
Yeah, that's got to be.
That's got to eat at them bad.
That Harrison Burton, that's got to eat them up. That he just comes in there and just starts whooping them up in the same.
I know.
Just want to wait. We're talking about the road course, right? Not Charlotte.
Yeah, we're talking about Mid Ohio.
Okay.
The one, the race you watched this
Yeah,
past
yeah.
weekend on Saturday. Yeah,
Okay.
that one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're all talking about Ty Gibbs, but he didn't win the race. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a pretty good finish though.
But he was whooping them there for a while.
He was.
I mean, he's killing his teammates, like killing all of them.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the restart. Let me see how fast. I'm just trying to get a copyright claim on this video real quick. I think I already got one earlier by showing the Suarez thing. I'm trying to find the wreck. Okay, Cindric's in the lead. So.
Yeah, that was a crazy wreck. I think we were all watching that. That was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, we were. But yeah, Allmendinger came back from 30th.
That penalty.
Yeah, he came back from
I didn't think he was gonna do it.
30th to 2nd in like 15 laps under green. It was insane. And then he caught the yellow.
I remember him saying on the broadcast they
Yeah.
were talking he was gonna have to pass like, or they were like, I don't know, he's gonna have to pass like 1 car a lap, and he passed like 10 cars in 5 laps or something like that.
What is
Yeah,
it with
like
these highlights literally skip the
Right,
Cindric
because
wreck.
the yellow came out. Yeah, Cindric wreck, and then people blame Jeb Burton on bringing out the yellow on purpose for his teammate, but he posted on Twitter, "I would not ruin my day."
Yeah, because we talked about that. I think I said something to y'all about that too. That Burton's like right there on the fringe,
Yeah.
kind of in points, and he was right there on the outside of getting on. But he was gonna get a good fit. He was gonna get like he was
Yeah.
ninth, I think. So he was
Top
gonna
10,
get top
yeah.
10 points. Yeah, he was gonna get top 10 points, and he needed those points really bad. There's no
Yeah,
way he's
it
doing
didn't
that
make
on
any
purpose.
sense. Out of all the
Yeah.
things we could, call foul play on, I think that was a weird one to do. AJ Allmendinger takes the dub.
Colleague won too.
Yeah.
Justin Haley was right there too, and apparently that was Colleague, and a lot of their sponsors is hometown.
Yeah, a lot of them were there.
Andy
Yeah,
Lally got 5th.
He had a good, he's 5th. Yeah, he had a really good run. He got wrecked.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, he got wrecked, and I'm pretty sure he got a penalty on pit road or something at one point in time too, and he even came back from that. So yeah, that was pretty cool to see him run well. I really enjoyed Andy Lally in the booth for the
that was really
Dakota. Yeah, that was
in detail.
I would love to have him back in the booth. Maybe he'll replace Jeff Waffle.
Oh yeah, what
Man.
was that earlier? I didn't read it. Apparently Jeff Gordon is gonna weigh all his options after this season and consider taking a bigger role at Hendrick. As most people know, whenever Rick is Dunzo, it's gonna be the Jeff Gordon show over there at Hendrick Motorsports.
Oh, it is.
So maybe Jeff is trying to get a early jump on that. Maybe Rick, maybe Rick's gonna call it, sooner than we think.
I would say,
what a season to go out on. Just imagine if he puts all 4 cars in the Final 4 and Rick, steps down. Like, that would be wild. Go out on top.
Yeah.
If Hendrick puts 4 cars in the Final 4, they're going back to
NASCAR.
They're gonna change. They're gonna be like, you know what? 36 race season. No chase. No. We're going back to the old thing. We gotta get rid of this. There's no way they'd let that happen.
And while
they would add a 5th driver. They would Jeff Gordon that thing.
Oh yeah. They would.
There's no way.
What were we gonna say, Cody?
We were talking about Xfinity, and I saw. Hold on, where was it at? Emily said, I wish my guy Gregson had some friggin' luck. That's another thing. He has bad, I don't know how many races in a row he's either gotten damage, penalty, or something. Like,
yeah, I didn't even get a chance to turn the race on before he already.
Yeah, it was
lap 1, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Lap 1, turn 1.
Yeah. I didn't even get a chance to see it. I just turned it on, and he was already the nose was off the thing. I was like, what? What happened?
One other thing. I wanted to ask y'all about. We watched it together, but AJ Allmendinger flew up to the field 30th to 2nd, and then he had a restart, and he absolutely sent it on Ty and Cindric. Sent it, and Ty Gibbs was not happy. I'm gonna play his interview. I'll tell you when it's over. I'm playing it right now.
Ty Gibbs. I was listening in on the radio at the end. They said you did a great job out there. Next time we'll bring you something a little better. What more did you need today?
Just overall, I feel like we lacked just a little bit of overall grip, and kind of took us a little bit to fire off. But my guys did a good job, and kept fighting there. It just kind of sucks. The 16 kind of is a little dirty there. I feel like there's a point where it's we're racing the next Xfinity cars in a road course, so it's always going to be rough, but. He took it to the next level, but him and the 22 dorked around Daytona, so I don't really expect too much. And I guess I was just a little torpedo that got the 22, knocked him out. But I really didn't have anywhere to go. But that's just part of it. That's just part of these, end of these races. They just get rough, and next time going forward, I know what I need to do, and my guys are going to work hard. Just overall, good day. I'll take third place. We ran top 3, I feel like, all day and led some laps. So, that was good. And, going out here a positive way. But I just want to thank you for everybody watching, and we'll keep moving forward.
All right. So he says AJ raced him dirty. I feel like
I don't think
He
AJ
said he
raced
took
him
it to
dirty.
another level.
Yeah, I feel like
I mean, it's the end of the race.
We're,
We got to.
We're all pretty much rooting for Ty Gibbs to do well. He seems pretty likable, and he's like 17 or 8. He just turned 18, or what?
I think 18. I think
Yeah,
18.
just turned
Yeah.
18, yeah.
So I feel like he made his
Hey,
first wrong move here.
Yeah, that was the first wrong thing.
Yeah, I think, like you said, we all watched that, and we're just kind of shaking our heads.
It just kind of brought you back to
yeah.
like Kyle Busch 2008.
Very cringe. Yeah.
And
maybe that's what he is. Like maybe that's the role that he kind of takes on over there. Like maybe that's. I mean, we're gonna need somebody like that when Kyle's gone. So we're gonna need a heel.
Personalities and stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna need a heel.
Yeah. I want him to just, after his interview was over, I immediately said, "That's your mulligan, kid. That's."
Yeah,
I
was over there. I was like, take the camera away.
Yeah. Because I didn't want him to go any further
Just
in it.
stop.
I mean,
that one hurt.
I'm sure, Joe got in his ear after that, and probably a lot of people had told him, "Hey, like you kind of look like a little crybaby in that interview." If you do that in too many interviews, people are gonna form an opinion about you, similar to what happened to Kyle Busch. But we all want to see him succeed, and he is so far. He's a bad man.
Yeah, he's good.
If Ty Gibbs makes it into the top 12, NASCAR should let him into the chase. I mean,
well, you got to run every race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what everybody was saying with Barry too, but Barry's already missed a race. So.
Dylan Hoyle says Josh Berry to the 2 car.
No, I don't want him getting out of the Chevrolet camp. They need to keep him in the Chevrolet camp because if Junior Motorsports goes.
He ain't gonna leave Junior. He is not gonna leave Junior.
Yeah, Junior ain't gonna let him leave.
Yeah, that too.
I say Junior ain't gonna let him leave.
Ty doesn't have a sponsor because they're holding out for big money. Cameron says. I don't know anything about the Ty.
I mean, they said that they've got Monster. I guess I don't know.
They're looking for a full-time sponsor. Like
they want
every
full-time.
We were talking about Ty Gibbs that whole time. I thought he was talking about Ty Dillon. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
What did I miss?
Ty Dillon.
Ty Dillon is holding out for the big bucks.
Todd. What is Todd Dillon doing? He's just running that 96 car.
Yeah, I don't know. He's
He runs
getting
the
treated
54
like the
car.
redheaded stepchild.
I say he comes in and wrecks the 54 car every couple weeks.
Yeah.
You having camera difficulties there?
You should have seen it a while ago when that Ty Gibbs interview was playing. It just zoomed in on my forehead.
I saw it.
You did see it?
Yeah,
I didn't even touch it.
I was asking you what you were doing.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't do it. I just looked up and it was like I saw my forehead. Anyway.
See if I had anything else for this weekend. Oh yeah.
What
I did
about the
have one
burnout,
more.
Raptors?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask y'all. So we've seen Larson these last couple weeks with these. He goes in the Roval at Charlotte and drifts the Roval, does pretty good little burnout. And then this past weekend, I called it. Goes into the paperclip, does the burnout through 11, comes up but when the race is still green, before he even takes the checkered, coming out of that little dog leg on the front stretch, he kicked it sideways.
Yeah.
And then he drifts the paperclip and then comes around. I mean, he did a nice burnout. Like this, he's getting the burnout thing down.
Yeah, he did do a cool burnout.
So my question was, we've seen him do a bunch of burnouts here lately. I'd say Joey's probably pretty good at burnouts. Denny's been pretty good at burnouts in the past. Who do y'all think does the best burnouts in the sport right now?
Well, I'm a Joey fan, so I got to lean with Joey.
I mean, I think Joey does cool ones, and I feel like he started that 3-spin, whatever he does. You know what I'm talking about?
Sends it. Harvick, he hasn't been winning much, but he has a good burnout. Chase had the one at the Roval where he just slid into the wall and went back and did that.
That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty cool. I forgot about that one.
The Larson one you were talking about where he kind of sent it before the race was when the race was still green. You remember Allmendinger winning at the Glen, and then just driving down into that runoff and he just started doing burnouts
Yeah.
there when the race was
Yeah.
green.
Yeah.
That was so cool when he beat
When Joey won the
Marcus.
500, didn't he just like turn down and just he
Yeah.
was just like wide open, like he was just full speed when it's sliding across the grass.
He just sent it
That
through
was
the
pretty
grass.
cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I can't really remember. Denny always puts out the most smoke, I feel like.
Yeah, well, I remember Denny used to be really good at kind of what Larson's been doing, like modulating the brake and kind of dragging and like doing the longest like straight, or I guess like going in a straight line, but have the car like cocked sideways. That's what I felt like Denny used to be really good at, and I guess we don't really see Denny do that much anymore. But Larson's been really good at the car control and the burnouts here these last few. It stood out to me when he did it at the Roval. I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. And then I was actually watching the race with some friends this past weekend, and I called it right before he did it. I was like, let me guess, he's gonna go into the 11 here and he's gonna drift the whole thing. And he just, as soon as he got in there, he just cocked it sideways and started doing it. So it was a really good celebration. I wish more drivers would get creative with that stuff. I think it would help out with the broadcast.
Thank you, Cubalon11 for subscribing. Dylan Hoyle says Truex is the best burnouts. Cameron Hearn says Harvick. Emily says, as much as I hate him, Joey has lit burnouts. Austin says Joey has a signature 3-spin burnout, takes the wheel and throws it in the air. Cameron says,
said, are they doing the burnout challenge? I forgot about that.
I don't think they're doing anything fun because this is the
I
no
was about to
fun.
say.
league.
Yeah. All-Star Weekend used to be cool. The pit crew challenge.
Cameron also said, what happens when Deegan gets preggo mid-season? Can she race? I have thoughts I have about more and more females racing. I don't know, man. That's
I think, didn't Jennifer Jo Cobb get pregnant and she had to sit out?
I have no
Did
idea.
that not happen?
I think they
I like a few years ago.
I don't
sure.
know.
I believe that did happen.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure that's one of the things we'll kind of see when we get there. I don't know. She could probably. I'm not even gonna guess. I'm not even gonna guess. That's gonna somehow. I can already see now when that it does end up coming. That conversation will get political. I can already see it.
Strap those belts in tight, but not too tight.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys think about the format they're doing at the All-Star race? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know because we haven't seen
it yet.
Yeah, I don't even know
the
the format.
Dylan, let us know what the format is. Is it different? Is it neat? Is it?
I gave up on the All-Star format.
They had some seriously stupid formats like
Stupid
5 or
stuff.
6 years ago. It was getting bad. Jeffrey Wilson says, you already know who I think has the best burnouts.
Well,
Hey,
I do.
Jeffrey,
That's
thank
what
you
I
for
said.
that donation. All right, you can go
It
ahead,
was
bro.
Beast Slayer.
Yeah, it was Beast Slayer, not Jeffrey.
Yeah, Beast Slayer. My bad, I got them mixed up.
Jeffrey is a Kyle Larson fan. Hey,
I'm with you, Jeff.
if you guys are not in the Discord, I posted the link. It's pinned at the top. You join the Discord. You can hang out in here with us. That's
in the waiting room.
Yeah, that's where I haven't even checked the waiting room. There's probably nobody in there.
There's nobody in there. There's nobody in there.
Okay.
So if you jump in the waiting room now, you're first priority.
Yeah, if you want to get in the podcast right this second, right now, jump in the waiting room. We will drag you in here, and we can hang out and talk.
And right now is probably the best time because it's gonna be really hard to get on here after we shut the stream off.
Yeah, when the stream is over, it's gonna be very hard to be on the podcast.
And that is probably coming sooner rather than later.
Yep, we're already 52 minutes in. Anyway,
we've
the
covered
Discord,
a lot.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot.
The
We've
Discord. We're making race picks. You guys want to make some race picks?
Yeah. What? Oh, wait. What were our picks? Did we do picks? We did picks last week.
You had Chase Elliott and I had Truex. Cody had Chase Elliott. Robert had Keselowski. Jordan had Truex. Austin had Truex. Jeff had Larson. So he won.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Yep.
Even though you're just going with your favorite driver, you're cheating, but congratulations.
Velocita, he had Truex.
Yep.
All
right. Well, we're gonna refresh it. It's a new week.
Yeah, can we
Go
can
ahead
we can we
and
refresh this?
I don't know.
Clear this chat. Is that a thing? I feel like that should be a thing.
This should definitely be a thing.
I don't know why it's not a thing. Anyway, you guys make a pick or something while I'm messing with this. I can
This weekend,
delete,
it's
I can
gonna be
delete
hard to
messages
go
one
against.
by one.
I'm gonna go with Byron this weekend.
Byron? Okay.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Oh, nice. How'd you do that?
I cloned the channel and deleted the old one.
Oh, that works.
All right, there's a fresh channel, fresh race picks. Let's get the picks in. I'm actually gonna go in here and make my pick right now.
Okay.
We're doing all-star race, so we're gonna pick. Let's get an open winner and an all-star race winner.
All right.
What do you think, Cody? We got Stenhouse starting P4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Open, I got Stenhouse in the Open. I got Byron in the big show.
Wait. This is for the All-Star race, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he was
All
talking
right.
about the Open as well.
Austin,
I was
we're
asking
doing,
about the open for.
okay, we're doing Open and All-Star race?
Yeah. So Dylan actually just posted the
Oh.
how everything works. So
Yeah, he
I'll
did.
read it real quick. Starting lineup is set by random draw. Round 1 is 15 laps. After this round, the field will be inverted, starting anywhere from the 8th through 12th positions. That will be selected by random draw. Round 2, 15 laps. Entire field inverted after this segment. Round 3, 15 laps. Again, the field will be inverted, starting anywhere between 8th and 12th. That will be random. The 5th round, or 5th segment, is going to be 30 laps. Lineup for this round will be determined by the cumulative finish from the first 4 rounds. So best average finish from the first 4 rounds. And then you'll start in that order. Yep, and then that's it. So, okay.
The crew with the fastest stop will pocket $100,000. Round 6.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
10 laps. Cars will line up according to their finishing positions from the previous round for the final segment.
Okay, so it's another 10-lap shootout.
Yeah, and so I believe in segment 5, in the 30-lap segment, all cars must enter pit road for a mandatory 4-star stop during the round, and that's the stop that will be the $100,000 stop. And I believe it's not just the fastest stop. I believe it's the fastest yellow line of pit road entry, down pit road, out, back around, and to the start finish line. That time is going to be the $100,000 winner. I believe, if I'm correct. I believe I heard something about that.
So who's in the Open?
The Open, I have it right here. It is going to be. I posted it in our group.
Reddick's gonna be good in the Open.
Yeah, so Reddick starts on the pole, so it's going to be Reddick, Busher starting 1-2.
Busher was my first thought.
DiBenedetto, Stenhouse on row 2.
Is Keselowski in it?
No, Chastain's in the Bubba. I'm reading this list still. Keselowski's in the All-Star race. Let's see. So Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Suarez, Eric Jones, Chase Briscoe, Eric Almirola are going to be your top 10. LaJoy, Alfredo, Half, Davidson, Balicki, Cindric. Cindric's entered in this. Interesting. Cindric's in the Open. So yeah, that's pretty much all you got there. So we're taking 3 from the Open, plus the fan vote.
Yeah, who's getting the fan vote? Ricky Rackman's got his whatever NASCAR show here locally. He said that it was Bubba. He said the top 4 in the votes are Bubba, DiBenedetto, and those are all I can remember. Sorry, boys.
Yeah. Bubba, especially after last year and the year everything's been going. I believe it'd probably be Bubba.
But Bubba didn't even win the fan vote last time. When in the midst of all of that going on, Bubba didn't. He actually lost the fan vote.
I mean, DiBenedetto too. I mean, the Reddit Doge. I mean, Doge is like communities beaten and battered. They may stand strong. One last time.
Yeah.
Vote our boy in.
All right, I'm sending my vote.
You're voting right now? Oh, wait, you're voting in the Discord?
Yeah, I'm voting in the Discord.
All right, yep. All right. So, yeah, I'll do the same thing. Do open, and I like the way everybody's doing that. Open.
Where does Ricky start in the race?
4th.
Okay.
I got it.
You said there's 3 from the Open?
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until just now. Until I started trying to.
So
pick
we're just
one
saying
pick.
who's going to win the
I'm picking
first
the-
stage, or what?
Yeah, I mean, who's your number 1 guy that's gonna get in?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess the first stage. Yeah,
All right,
'cause
this
they're gonna pull
the
fastest
Open
car
picks
out of
just
the
for
race.
funsies, you know. A lot of people are thinking that Reddick is going to win the Open here.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
I think everybody besides me thinks Reddick's going to win the Open.
I've been burned by not picking the 5 car the last 2 weeks, so I'm going with the 5 car.
I could see the 5 winning.
Yeah, they're too dominant on these mile and a halves. I mean, if it's not him, you got to think either Chase or Byron. I don't know if Bowman is that great at Texas, but I mean, you can't go wrong with.
Dylan says Suarez wins the Open.
I think he'll be good.
Emily Freible says we need
Suarez
somebody.
could
Oh, crap,
transfer.
I did that.
Suarez could definitely transfer. I don't know if he'll be like the stage 1 winner, but I definitely think those Chevrolets are going to be fast. Like I feel like that's why I think Reddick's going to be so good. And Suarez, they've shown speed on mile and a half, so I mean, there's a possibility.
Austin thinks Timmy Hill is going to win the fan vote.
I would love to see Timmy Hill win the fan.
Emily
That'd be
says
cool.
Somebody needs to say, "Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife before the race, the
should.
national race."
Yeah, they should.
Dom Raider Nation Raised Loyal says, "Hey, what's up? I missed your
Hey,
comment a while
sup,
ago.
dude? Sup,
Sup?
dude?
Welcome to the
Sup, dude?
podcast, Dom.
Sup, dude?
Where's the 77 for Timmy Hill? You're referencing the emojis in Discord. The only emojis I have are for full-time drivers. Sorry, fam. You can just do 2 Corey LaJoys like this, you know.
Yeah, you need to fix that. We do need a Timmy Hill emoji.
I'll just do his face. Jacoby says,
Yeah, yes. Just do the one with his face, please.
the Open.
Can we get a
he's
Landon
got-
emoji?
He's got, oh man. Brad,
didn't
Brad. Hey.
You got it. He's back.
Jacoby says the Open. Matt DiBenedetto race Larson. Cody says Open Stenhouse race Byron.
Not bad picks.
Who's the most overrated driver in NASCAR?
Overrated?
Overrated.
Overrated. Let me think.
The most overrated. Everybody in chat,
Let me
what do
look
you
at-
think? Who's the most overrated?
I'm gonna look at these emojis. So I can get- I was thinking that, but I wasn't saying it because he's retired. I'm just kidding. I wasn't gonna do that to you.
We just cracked an hour, so we're gonna wrap this up here in a few.
Yeah.
Most overrated. That's kind of.
I still like Amarola. I don't know.
Oh well, yeah. I wouldn't even say he's rated. He doesn't even deserve.
I mean, he had all those top 5s or whatever last year, but I don't know. All those cars were finishing top 5 back then.
Is Denny Hamlin
Yeah.
overrated?
He came to mind a little bit. I mean, he's good, but
I think a lot of Daytona 500s have really covered up for some of his downfalls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will stick to this. He sold his soul for restrictor plate wins. I don't care what anybody says.
I mean, the Daytona 500s alone are what's going to get him in the Hall of Fame.
yeah.
Emily says, as a Chase Elliott fan, it's him. Cameron Hearn says Bowman. Austin Higgins says all time Tony Stewart. Dylan says Brad Keselowski.
If anything, I think Bowman is underrated. I think Bowman's better than what a lot of people give him credit for, just because we watched him run around in
Dr. Pepper
30th place equipment for so long. I just don't think anybody ever really got a good chance to look at him. I think he did well in a lot of those Xfinity starts that he made in the 99 car back in the day.
Yeah, he did. I think Noah Gragson is pretty overrated. But
I didn't even think about that.
I think he's level. I didn't say it off the bat, but he's kind of leveling off though, to where like
I don't think Noah's overrated by any means. I think he's
people
way in over his head.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
people were talking him up.
he's
Like,
mature.
Because I think he's got the talent. The talent, like the way that he can lock in. Because I kind of saw what he did with Homestead. This Homestead thing, like where he's been good at Homestead, that didn't just start. That was something that like he sat down and went to school on. I just know just from following his social media and stuff like that, like that was a track that I don't think he was that great at, and he sat down and went to the. He put in. I don't even know how much time I've seen him just following him on Snapchat in the sim, running Homestead and just perfecting that, running an inch off the wall, that Larson line, that Reddick line. That I feel like that's kind of stuff that
Junior
comes
line?
natural. Not Junior didn't run the line that Larson.
No.
Junior got up there and would rim ride, but
He wouldn't.
Larson and Reddick, they scraped.
They're breathing on it.
Panel. Yeah. You can't put a piece of paper between them up there. And Noah, I don't think Noah was one of those guys that naturally had that. I think it's impressive that he actually went to school and learned that and learned how to do that and pick that skill up. And he uses it at more tracks now than just Homestead, obviously. But I think the potential for Noah is there. If somebody's got to get it in his head that wide open all the time is not gonna get you where you need.
Anywhere. You can lose the. What?
It'll get you into an Xfinity ride.
Yeah, Conrad said. Conrad said Trevor doesn't have a wheel in his cam. Is he even a racing fan?
Wow.
Sorry, man. Anyway, continue on Gregson.
Yeah, just like I said, I think we touched on this a few weeks ago. Noah, they tried to slow Noah down, like last year, I believe it was, and they told him, hey, dial it down a little bit, and he was getting into more trouble because he was driving super defensively, and he was worried about tearing his stuff up, and he was just driving. He was on defense the whole time. He wasn't on offense, and I think that was actually worse for him than being aggressive. So I think now that he's back and he's kind of got it locked in his mind now that, I tried to drive defensively, it didn't work, so I'm never doing that ever again. I'm only gonna go hard, and I only know one way.
Offensive.
And I think that he just had a bad experience with he might have been trying to be too defensive, but there's a fine line that you have to toe there, and I think that he'll find it. And I think he 100% has the talent and potential to do it, but he's probably got the steepest uphill battle to mature and to get there, I would say. So I don't think he's overrated. I just think he has a lot of maturing to still.
He just needs to learn you can't win the race in the first lap, but for sure lose it.
Austin says, people say Smoke, referring to Tony Stewart, is on Darrell Waltrip and Bobby Allison's level. Am I crazy to say he's nowhere near their levels? I actually put out a video, I'm sure you watched it or seen it, about Tony Stewart. And one point I was trying to make is that Tony Stewart, nobody ever thought he was like one of the best ever in NASCAR, because he's not. But he's the only guy that's ever went to IndyCar and won titles on dirt, and won titles in NASCAR, and as an owner. So he might be, if we're talking about race car drivers, racing all the cars, he's won championships and everything.
That he's raced pretty much.
And
yeah, I've got him.
He's up there with maybe, he's got an argument in itself to be the greatest race car driver ever, but not NASCAR. That's a whole different thing.
No, I 100% agree with that. Tony Stewart, you can put him about anything. And I think that is a great segue into our closing topic, which is who is going to win the SRX race this weekend at Stafford
We're racing
Speedway.
this weekend?
Oh, it's this weekend?
This weekend
What time?
SRX is here.
What?
Saturday night, baby. For the next 6 Saturday nights, we are
What?
SRX
Oh.
racing under the lights.
Oh, Lordy,
I didn't do-
Lordy.
It's here. It's here.
I didn't
It's
know
here.
that. I just got
It's time.
excited.
It's time.
What track?
Stafford.
Is that a? I don't
You
even know
know,
what that is.
Stafford. You know.
It's Stafford. Come on, man.
The Stafford.
Is
the
that
Stafford.
asphalt?
Nah,
What is that?
It's a
Yeah, it's
asphalt
short
short track. Yeah, it's an awesome little track actually.
Is Mikey running this week?
Mikey's there. Bill
Oh,
Elliott.
yeah.
Julio,
Mikey.
Tony Stewart. Tony
Oh, Mike would run
Stewart.
it on.
Oh man.
I mean, who y'all got this weekend? I need to look at the raw. I need to look
Yeah,
at
I'd have to see the
roster,
drivers.
but I know, like I said, I mean, I know it's Bill, Tony, Julio.
It's gonna be
let's
bad
look
if Tony
at it.
doesn't win a championship in the SRX after I just went on about him
Yeah.
winning championships
Yeah.
and everything.
Well, that's what made me think about it. Okay, so we got Bobby Labonte. Let's see. Greg Biffle. Let's go. Paul Tracy, Tony Kanaan, Ernie Francis Jr.
I feel like
let's see, Mikey, Willie T. Ribs.
Biffle's the only one that's had like recent success in on like an oval or like a stock car.
Yeah.
More recently than Stewart. I think Biffle was like running truck races like last year, the year before or something.
Yeah, he won. He won in the.
Oh, yeah,
51
he
truck
did
in
win.
Texas, didn't he?
Yeah,
he
did.
won. Yeah. Oh, he still got it. Biffle's 100% still got it. Yeah, Biffle's 100% still got it.
I think you're gonna
Yeah.
see Biffle and Stewart, duking it out.
I would not be mad at that. I'm really excited.
I'm
to watch
ready
it.
for that. Yeah, I didn't know.
yeah.
I really didn't
I was
know
thinking
this
about it
weekend.
at work today. Yeah.
What?
Their social media account's been pretty active, and it looks like they got Camping World. Camping World is like
Yeah,
the title
Camping World
sponsor
came
now.
on.
Yeah, Camping World's a title sponsor now. I like how all the cars have like like they're a sponsored car, it's not tied to the driver. It's just tied to like the car and the color of the car or whatever.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that's gonna be pretty
I'm
cool.
excited about
I'm
that.
interested. I'm
Me
interested
too.
to see how they mainstream this. Like CBS, like takes this and makes this not a redneck NASCAR thing. They make this like I said, it's on CBS. It's different. It's gonna be prime time. We're getting Saturday nights every Saturday night for the next 6 weeks.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what they do with this, just to see how they market it. Obviously,
Man.
we're gonna watch. Obviously, the NASCAR fans are gonna watch.
What
but
time
how
is
are they
it?
gonna draw in these? How are they gonna draw in these casual fans? I believe it's probably gonna be like an 8 o'clock deal.
I hope so.
I
I hope it's pretty late.
definitely know it's a Saturday. It's a Saturday night.
Yeah, I want it to be late too.
Saturday night show. I'm watching the commercial right now. Let me see. It should say at the end of it. SRX. Nope, that's not it.
I need to ask Norm if he wants in it since he can't
yeah.
go to the truck races
Storm and
anymore.
Norman.
Probably the only chance he's got at winning because they'd bring his car to the racetrack for him.
Yeah, exactly.
That might be the only time that he's sponsored by Camping World and he's not getting ripped off.
Man, Ken Schrader. I forgot about him.
Kenny Schrader.
Oh yeah, come on, let's go, Schrader.
Kenny Schrader. Yeah, SRX got a lot of sponsorship deals. So they got Cornwell Tools, they got Progressive, Sun Resorts.
Man, I wonder who he won those championships with.
Which is pretty cool. I like all the sponsors. The cars look really good too.
Yeah, they do. Apparently the game is decent, people are saying. Decent for what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about checking it out.
I saw a few videos. It looks, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, boys, I think that's about it. I don't know if we've really got anything else.
Yeah, let me
That was a good show. I feel
check
like we
this,
talked about a lot there.
Yeah, let me check this chat.
Let's check it out one more time.
We never
See
did. I think the only overrated driver we talked about was Denny Hamlin. Then we talked about Noah Gragson.
Yeah.
that we thought might have been the most overrated in NASCAR currently. Nobody said Matty D. I was surprised. You know, a lot of people think he's the most underrated. Some people think he's the most overrated.
I don't even see where people get where he's the most over. I don't know.
Austin said want Junior to go to SRX. I do too, and that's probably a good possibility. Maybe not this season, maybe next season. But
that'd be cool. You know he wants to
could
do
still
it.
happen this season. Yeah, well they said something. Junior came up on the podcast, and Junior said something about it, and then SRX like immediately tweeted at him, and then they mentioned it again, and they were like, yeah, you know, never know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And I think Cameron mentioned the concussion things that he can't race because of his concussions. I think that's more of a concern at super speedway, high speed tracks. I think at a short track or something like that. I don't.
Yeah, a
think
dirt track or something.
That's why when he comes back, I know he ran Homestead, but that's why he's been running like Richmond
and stuff.
Yeah, he's been running. He wants to run short tracks.
Hey, Jeff Gordon might be out of the. He's going to be out of the Fox booth soon. You know, he might be able to jump over there and do a race or two. You know.
I didn't put that together.
Oh, Jeffy G.
He's gonna have some free time.
I didn't put that together. You shouldn't have said that on air.
They don't even race during Fox season. We're done with Fox now, aren't we? We're done.
Yeah,
Oh,
after the
oh
All-Star
yeah, you're right.
race- after
Oh
the
man,
All-Star
Jeff's
race-
just going to SRX.
They have the All-Star. Yeah, they have the All-Star.
Oh my god.
And that's another thing too. I'm kind of interested to see how SRX goes on CBS because CBS is in talks to take over for NASCAR whenever the contract's up again. So, I don't know who they were going to take over for either Fox. Or
There's so much
NBC.
bad talk about Fox. I don't know if Fox is going to be there.
Yeah, I think Fox will probably be out.
Fox is
And,
so bad, dude.
They've had a good 20 years.
terrible.
20.
As soon as they took Trackside Live off, man, it was over.
Oh yeah, that NASCAR race day built by the Home Depot, man.
Yeah. Oh man.
I've been on that show before.
Ford Racing
Well, I
says
think-
do a video on SRX. I might. We gotta see
Hey,
how it goes.
Hey, we gotta see
We
how
gotta
it
see how
goes.
it goes.
We might do like a season recap.
Yeah.
We might just have a full-blown SRX podcast. We might even have to split this up. Like we might have to just completely split this in half and do NASCAR and SRX.
Austin says I want Jeff, Jimmy, and Junior to come to SRX. Jimmy, you know, Cameron Hurst says Jimmy's a joke in IndyCar, frowny face. You know, Jimmy could come to SRX and race with those guys.
Hang out with his NASCAR buddy
Yeah.
and a few others from another.
Emily says Mikey.
Oh yeah.
You miss Lowe's or Home Depot more in NASCAR?
Home Depot.
I don't miss Lowe's at all.
I don't
miss Home
really
Depot.
think of Tony Stewart. I think of Trackside. Or whatever.
Yeah. Me too.
I think I didn't even. I thought of Tony, but all I thought of was like seeing an orange car on the track.
Chip says, "Wait, what is SRX? SRX is a new series.
Superstar Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new series with a bunch of decrepit old has-beens. Started by Tony Stewart.
Past champions.
Yeah, past champions.
And Ray Ever.
Yeah, Tony Stewart and Ray Evernham. Just look it up on YouTube. The cars look awesome. They start this weekend, Saturday night, first race. CBS, you said?
CBS. Saturday
CBS.
night CBS. I'm not sure exactly about the time, but I can only imagine it's anywhere from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
They're going to be on pavement and dirt.
Yep, 2 dirt races this season.
Yeah.
And so basically, long story short, all the cars are even. A lot of champion drivers. They're all going to be showing up, getting in the exact same equipment, and going out there, and we're going to see who is the best.
Austin says, do a video on Kenseth and how underrated he is. I beg. A lot of people, you're not the only one. At least 3 or 4 people have asked me to do this. I'll let you give you a chance to tell me why do you think Matt Kenseth is so underrated? Because
I'll tell you why.
I don't
why
know.
He can't figure it out. Just go ahead and remember that Trevor is a Jeff Gordon fan, and that's why he doesn't understand Matt Kenseth.
Okay.
Well,
and who's my
Matt
new driver?
Kenseth's kinda
Who's
paid-
my new driver after Jeff Gordon?
Oh yeah, the guy that Matt Kenseth dumped and
So-
cost him probably a championship.
I'm a Jeff Gordon fan.
was
Moved
following
into a Joey Logano fan. So Matt Kenseth has been on the opposite side of a lot of my heartaches. He's pissed me off dozens of times. But when it comes to the underrated part, I've heard that, be said, even in the NASCAR community, on the YouTube NASCAR community. I don't know. I don't see it. Maybe you can enlighten me on why you think.
I mean,
he's
he went out a
underrated.
winner. I mean, he's one of the most consistent drivers
He did.
that we probably ever
He
seen.
went in. He came in. To the 20, and he almost beat Jimmy Johnson for a championship, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He went down just
I just
like
think
they
he
all
was-
did.
he was-
Mark Martin did the same
think-
thing.
Part of Kenseth being underrated was more of his personality, though. I think it made him that way, just being the quiet, sarcastic. I think that just kind of. I don't think he didn't really stand out. He was probably hard to market like that.
Tyler Tinsley says past champions and Haley Deegan in SRX. Yeah. Haley Deegan is a future Cup Series champion, Tyler.
I like
Okay.
it. I think they're keeping like a car open or something. I mean, I think they're just keeping a car open, like a all-star car or something like that. Of course, we'll probably find out more this weekend when
we were
on
talking.
the broadcast.
Was it on the podcast we were talking about it, or just maybe in Discord someday? We were talking about if they had a car that would be open for a celebrity to just a celebrity.
I can only
run.
imagine what the insurance would cost on that.
And
also
or like
I read
athlete, like not a celebrity, but like
that
a
I would
sports
like.
athlete, like
and it can only be, an athlete that doesn't think NASCAR drivers,
like Tom Brady
doesn't
or
think race
something.
car drivers are athletes. I want Donovan McNabb.
Peyton Manning,
Drew Brees coming up behind Michael Waltrip.
I did see something else this weekend too. So I think Haley is only running the dirt races, or she's running two races back to back because Helio Castroneves has prior obligations and wasn't going to be able to make it. I think that is the only reason why she is racing. Now, why they picked Haley Deegan, I don't know. But number one, she's decently good at dirt tracks, and number two, she's probably going to draw a lot of eyes, and it's probably going to be pretty good for SRX, and I can only imagine it's going to be just as beneficial for NASCAR. So I don't have too many complaints.
I don't know who's picking the drivers out personally, but Tony Stewart either hits it or misses it horribly when it comes to picking a driver. But the whole Danica thing, he picked her because of the sponsorship that she brought along. And it kind of made up for the probably didn't make up for all the cars she tore up,
right?
And no upside to anything. But Tony has kind of shocked me sometimes with some of his driver choices. Could just say that
Danica could have done better, probably with more Xfinity experience, because she actually ran pretty well in Xfinity for junior. I mean, she had a couple top fives. Could have won. What was that? What's it called? Montreal. She could have definitely won Montreal that year.
Could have. Hey,
the year she ran over the shoe or whatever it was.
Odred, thanks for subscribing. You just knocked us up to 5130. I appreciate it, man.
Ooh, let's go.
5,130. We're more than halfway to 10,000. That's huge. Sis says, sorry I'm late, guys. Had lots to get done. What's the topic? The topic is we're about to be done, man.
Yeah, the topic is as soon as this stream ends, you can go back and watch it, and you can see exactly what we just talked about.
We're about to wrap this up at the top of the hour.
Well, we appreciate you tuning in, and I'm sorry that we missed you. But
yeah, sorry, man.
Here. Hope you'll go back and catch what we just talked about, and then you'll come to the Discord and you'll talk about it with us.
Yeah, Seth, I just completely clowned on the Ravens for an hour and a half about how they didn't get Julio Jones. No, I'm just kidding. Seth says, I think Tony's on record saying that for shot down him signing Larson. Like, as in...
Yeah, I think he tried to get Larson, and I think Larson shot him down. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think Mr. H roped him in before he did.
Yeah, pulled out his pocketbook and...
Well...
I think we've got an episode, boys.
I think that's it. We're at 82 minutes right now. 1 hour and 23 minutes now. So I guess
Sitting at 12 viewers. Thank you for everybody that's tuned in watching.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we started with a
thank
couple.
you, Austin, Robert,
Yeah,
I don't know where you're at, but we
let's-
miss you.
Yeah, Robert. If you go back and watch this, we missed you this week.
Emily, Conrad, Seth,
Emily, yes. Cameron,
Tyler,
shout out Cameron again. Congratulations, my boy.
Tyler.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in this weekend.
Who else we got? Chip, Ford Racing. We
Trying to make sure I didn't miss
got
anybody.
I
Dylan, we got
definitely-
Dylan.
Dylan,
Tofi, Saints NASCAR fan. Which I
Dom.
think is just Cody on his burner account. Jeffrey. Yep. So shout out to everybody, man.
Yo,
Thank y'all for watching.
we appreciate
And,
it. Thanks for everybody that subscribed during the episode.
Yeah. We got All-Star
what's
race this
up, the
weekend, so we'll be
5130
back.
All-Star race.
We'll be back
SRX.
Tuesday.
We got a bunch of
SRX,
stuff.
we got a lot, and we've even got Xfinity and trucks at Texas this weekend too.
That's exciting.
Yep, lot of races, and a lot to talk about.
All right, well, I
Like
guess
Saturday will be a full day.
yeah, we'll talk to you on next Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Oh,
I think we might sneak in another stream. I've been wanting to stream more. We might sneak in another stream before
Okay.
then. I don't know. I don't know what
I'm down.
what it's gonna be about, but
Are you
whatever.
teasing something here?
I don't know.
Are you-
I'm not teasing anything. I'm teasing myself.
Sounds like you're teasing us. Teasing me? No, because I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh wait. Oh, hold on. Oh man. Austin says, "Oh yeah, remember how I left my girl to come to the stream? She broke up with me for different reasons. Just wanted to put that out there." Hey bro. Hey bro. I'm so sorry about that, bro.
yeah, we're sorry.
Austin. You're gonna get through this, bro. We're gonna be your friend, Austin, man. Bros before hoes. Pods before thoughts. Anyway. We'll see you guys later for real this time.
Yeah.